All right, everybody, buckle up. We got a full 18 for you at the Ledgeview Golf Club, home of Adam Hadwin and Nick Taylor, the legendary Ledgeview. Hole 1 here, 325 yards. And not gonna lie, guys, I was hella nervous playing this course. And this is evident on this shot. I had like 90 to the pin and absolutely blew it. Then I took way too big of a backswing. And this is just a terrible start for a par 4. And to be truthful, I really wanted this video to do well. It is the 5-year anniversary of this channel, and I kicked off this channel playing this golf course. And so I put way too much expectation on myself going into this round, and starting off with a double, not ideal. So anyway, you're gonna see some interesting things pop up in this course vlog. And hole 2 here, another kind of shortish 4. Hit her actually a pretty decent 3-wood off the tee. Had short wedge in here, and the slope of these greens is absolutely incredible. There's a reason why this place turns out incredible players. If you can putt here, you can putt anywhere. Again, tried to hit just a nice shot, but I was just not comfortable. And I was kind of bummed that the video was going sideways, and I was just, honestly, I was in a very weird headspace of tournament feelings, and again, short-sighting myself here, and just taking an absolute hack. Didn't even make it out of the bunker. Second hack here, chip it on, and look, just watch this touch. Like, you guys have seen the latest videos where I am playing really well and have good wedge game, and I was just making all the mistakes that I used to make. And so just very interesting headspace to go to and to feel. Hole 4 here, short par 3, trying to get myself kind of back into it. And I absolutely launched this over the green. Thankfully, I find it. I'm like buried in the trees there, and you're gonna see it pop up right now. And it's probably the best shot I hit all day, I think. I was hugged up against a tree branch. It was horrific, and thankfully got this up and down for par. Hole 5, we're trying to just level the ship here. Okay, let's just get something going. Let's settle into the round. Let's calm down. So we hit a really good drive. I had 172 into the flag, and I just fatted this. Just like not taking advantage of the opportunities. And I think this is something that like kind of creeps in when I play, you know, tournament rounds and other things. And I purposely went here to test myself and kind of confirm something I'd kind of been thinking, and that had been getting too comfortable playing my home course, and I hadn't really stepped out of my comfort zone. And yeah, that's what's happening. So we get away with a par there, and you know, it was a tough birdie putt. I try to hit the low stinger here. Luckily, it rides up the side and kind of stays in play. I have an 8-iron into this green, and I actually rope one nice to the kind of the edge. Chip this on. I thought this was gonna roll way, like almost to the hole, and it just did not take the slope. And then watch this. Oh, just vicious lip out. So that's another bogey. So we're 6 over. Hole 7, hit driver, make good contact. It doesn't peel as much as I want, and so it kind of stays on the left side here. And I just want to hit this kind of low punch pitching wedge to the middle of the green, and I end up just pushing it to the right. Ends up in an okay spot, and we actually hit a decent wedge from here to, you know, 6 feet or so. So not bad. But again, these greens are tricky, and these cups are sharp. And so that is another bogey. Now, I don't know where I'm lined up here. I'm trying to hit a punch cut at this, and I am lined up so left, so no wonder I pull it left into the trees. I now have this to kind of scoot it under the trees to the flag, and I've got a very long putt for par. And having not made many putts all day, I just thought I'd give this a ton of speed and go right at it, and thankfully that worked. So that was a sketchy par we got away with. This is the short 9th hole. That is a par 5. I know if you take the corner from this tee box, you can kind of really take off a lot of the hole. And so we did. This left us with an 8-iron in, just hit a nice little draw in there, and we catch part of the green, which leaves us with a really nice looking eagle. And I honestly thought I'd given this enough on the high side, but I actually just needed to go even higher, which is crazy. Just the subtleties of these greens are just absolutely incredible. And that's why, again, turns out great players. So we're 7 over through 9, which is just phenomenal. 10th hole here. Trying to hit a cut. if you cut it well enough, you can actually potentially get to the front edge of the green. It just didn't really cut at all. Tried to run this up to the middle of the green to kind of catch a slope, and again, just didn't give it enough speed. Like, just lack of commitment overall on this round. I was just bummed with not being able to rally myself, but I did rally myself over my putter. So for some reason, the putter just started clicking all of a sudden. We had 172 on this par 3, and actually hit it to the left side of the green. Not bad. Just this chip, again, just giving it too much. Like, my speed regulation, just not getting comfortable. But the putter did get comfortable, and we started making some stuff, which was pretty sweet. This is probably one of the harder holes in the golf course, in my opinion. It is, you really got to hammer it to the corner. I left the face open and hammered it to the other tee box side, and actually this leaves us with a pretty clear shot in. If you're going to miss on this hole, you want to miss way right like I did. I had a nice drawback in there with my 8-iron, which actually left us with a look at birdie, and just needed to play this a touch higher. Like, just needed to play this a touch higher. So that's unfortunate. This, I think, might be one of the better drives of the day. Absolutely pummeled this hole 13 down there. Had about 85 to this pin and just hit a very nice wedge. And so this started to feel like, okay, like I'm playing my game again. Like, I just some good swings and just wanted to make a putt to convert some sort of a birdie, and just missed it low again. So now watching back the footage, there's like this, theme of just missing it low. Hole 14 here, par 3, 133 yards. I hit 9-iron because I thought I just didn't want to play it short, and it was very, very cold. It was starting to really get cold, and it just really flew on me. So I went to the back edge of the green, thought I'd chip this up enough, and you're gonna see another snakety snake lip out. So that's great. Hole 15 here, just basically straight away, you can miss right, and so I just tried to give it a little more. Again, it was getting really cold, and the wind was a little in here, and I had this left to the green. I wish this is when not having a gap wedge has caused me a problem, because I had 120 to the pin, and I pulled it. Part of that was setup, part of that was just, swinging too hard. Bunker ate my life again, and we have this for par. And we miss. So we are now 9 over. And hole 16, this is the drive of the day. I absolutely crushed this. Just over the bunker, had 80 yards to this pin, pulled it a touch, and it really flew on me and just buried into this hill. So yeah, just loving that. But thankfully, we did start to get a bit of our touch. And so I started to kind of, get some of that feel back that I had been doing, which was nice. Get up and down for par there. Hole 17, short 3 to a pin with not a lot of green to work with, and stuffed that in there. Had this look, and now I missed this one on the high side. So just can't seem to win on some of these putts. But whatever. Hole 18. Absolutely pound this. It's really cold, so was happy to kind of get this out there. Had a 3-wood in. It was about 260 to the pin from here, and just hit that well. Obviously, I knew I wasn't going to make it all the way with how cold it was. Had 42 yards and clipped this nice. Actually gave this the full speed and the full treatment, which was really good. We got up the hill and had this to finish with a birdie. Boom. Okay, so we finish on a high note, 8 over 78. This is at Ledgeview Golf Club. So I'm really glad I played this round. The purpose of coming here was to kind of get out of my comfort zone, and I've realized I've been getting a little too comfy at my home course, and that's part of the reason why I was seeing some of the really good scores I was seeing. Like, obviously, improvements have been made, but truthfully, I got to get out of my comfort zone, and I got to push myself, and this was a good way of exposing that I need to kind of put myself in these situations, because I just made a lot of uncharacteristic errors today based on getting in my own head. I really wanted to make this video and shoot a really good score, being the 5-year anniversary of the channel, and I put way too much pressure going in. I was thinking about all the wrong things going in, and so my mindset totally wrecked me on this. But some positives are that we were able to scrape it around, considering I did not give myself a good foundation to play this round of golf mentally. You eliminate the double, the triple, and a couple of those lip outs, and it's a very different day. Like, obviously, you know, it's revisionist history, hindsight's 2020, but just saying, like, nothing here is something I can't fix very quickly and very soon. And I think that's great. This gives me a new perspective of things to work on, and I think I definitely need to come here a couple times a month and test my game. There's a reason tour players come from this course, and that's because it really pushes you to hit good shots, and also you very rarely have an even lie here. Most of the lies here are uneven, and the ball is above your feet, below your feet. It's all over the place. The greens are small, tons of slope. So if I can start shooting good scores here, I feel like that'll really translate across the board to tournament play and everything else. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will catch you on the next one. Peace.